Hey everybody, this is TJR. Recently I came across an article in the UK Telegraph with the headline, Top 100 Songs of All Time. Now, these kind of top 10, top 100 lists are always kind of fun, but I always take them with a grain of salt. To a certain extent, I detest these types of lists because generally they come from the point of view of these are what we believe are the top 100 songs of all time, and that's because we know more about you than you could possibly ever know about music, and so therefore our list is what's valid and not yours. So one thing I really liked about this particular article, the music critic was Neil McCormick, and he basically said these are my personal 100 top songs of all time, and he made no bones about that, which I really appreciate, because we all have different experiences with music. We all experience different music at different times in our lives, and its impact is subjective to those experiences oftentimes. Now, I realize a list can be historical in its importance. You know, how do you feel about Johnny B. Goode by Chuck Berry? Do you like it because it's one of your favorite songs, or are you putting it on the list more because of its historical importance in rock and roll? And these are some of the questions that plagued me when I thought, how would I ever do this? How would I ever put together a list? Because it was suggested to me, why don't you do your own top 100? And I'm like, oh man, you know, that's such a daunting task. 100, really? And how do you rank them? Who do you include? Who do you not include? And at one point, are you going to be second guessing yourself? I mean, it's so tempting to say things to yourself like, oh, well, you know, I don't want to be predictable. I'm not going to put Stairway to Heaven in my list because that would be just too predictable. But quite frankly, screw that. Stairway to Heaven would be in my list. It's had too much of an impact on my lifetime to not include it. And then it occurred to me how I might do this, if I was to do it, mind you. But this is how I would do it. I would just not think about it. Whatever first popped into my head, that's what I would write down. Whatever popped in my head next, that's what I would write down. Whatever popped in my head next, that's what I would write down. Maybe I do 5 or 6 in a shot. Later on, if a song just popped in my head, I'd add it to the list until I had 100 of them. Then I would talk about each song individually, a little bit about why this song is in my list, what I think about it. Nothing long, just a brief little capsule statement. And then if I was to do this, I would basically separate these into videos where I just do 10 at a time. What do you think of this idea? Do you think I should do that? Another thing that occurred to me is that I could ask my partner in crime, Robert Kinsler, on Music Worth Buying, to do the same thing, to come up with his 100. And maybe we'd each share 5 at a time and talk about them with each other. I think that might be a cool idea. So, Robert, if you're watching this video, let me know if you'd like to participate on this project, and we'll see what happens. So what are your thoughts? Would you like to see me tackle this particular topic? Let me know in the comments. And as always, if you like what I'm doing, please be sure to click like and click subscribe. Please be sure to click notifications so you can know when I release new videos, especially if I end up tackling this particular project. Thanks everyone for watching. Bye-bye.